Whether you're an experienced cruiser,
There she is, our girl.
My favourite ship.
a first-time seafarer,
Wonderful. I think the state's bigger than me.
or keen to make a big splash, there's one thing we Brits are all on board with. We love cruising.
This is something like a queen or a princess would have.
British demand for cruises is higher than ever.
Cruising is like our dream holiday. All those amazing places, the entertainment, the food, the drink.
There's romantic locations,
Do you want to toss something?
breathtaking views,
Why would you not want to live somewhere like this?
exciting activities,
It was a brilliant experience. I don't think I'll forget it for as long as I live.
and treats and tipples galore.
Cheers.
It's been a good day.
And although it isn't without its ups and downs,
Ready for action.
it's odds on that for fun in the sun,
There were so many fish, seen an octopus as well.
That's amazing.
you'll love cruising the Met.
Amazing, isn't it?
So glamorous.
So glamorous.
Travelling with us this week are cruising superfan Laura and her fiancé Johnny.
This will be our third time on the ship. We absolutely love it. It's our favourite. Is that nice?
First-time cruiser Julie and her second-time cruiser son Rocco.
When this opportunity came up, I thought, we absolutely have to go for that.
Yeah.
Definitely. One last selfie.
And finally, cruise-curious sisters Wendy and Pamela and their travel-obsessed friend Anne.
I would go on a cruise, even if it's just across England. I just love holidays, love trips, doesn't matter to me.
This is the life, just sitting here being pampered.
Yesterday, the ship docked in the ancient island of Crete
I can't wait to try this.
for a day of cooking,
That was so good.
crafting,
You like it?
Lovely.
and trying a taste of the real Greece.
Bottoms up. Oh, yeah.
Today, for the final day of the cruise, we're in Mykonos. Throughout its colourful history, the island has been a breeding ground for sailors, a hideout for pirates, and home for Greek freedom fighters. A relatively poor island until shortly after World War II, when in the 1950s, artists, bohemians, royals and celebrities discovered the Greek island, bringing the tourists with them. Nowadays, Mykonos has earned a reputation as a playground for the rich and glamorous, with swanky beach bars, exclusive boutiques, and mighty super yachts lining much of the country's coast. With its crystal-clear seas, endless narrow walkways, stunning whitewashed buildings, and Mykonoan windmills that serve as a historical reminder of the island's agricultural past, there really is something for everyone on this vibrant yet diverse island. Today's shore visit will begin at midday, giving our cruisers an extra few hours on board in the morning to enjoy their final day on the ship.
You hold, I'll roll.
It's 10 a.m, and with 2 hours until the ship arrives into port,
Rolling is my top tip because it stops at creases.
our experienced cruisers Laura and Johnny are getting ahead with their packing.
On most cruise lines, you need to pack your bags and put them outside your cabin before 10 p.m. the night before you disembark. You can choose to take the cases off yourself, but as you can see, I've got quite a lot of luggage, so not ideal for me to do that. So yeah, you put them outside your door by 10 p.m. And then once you get off the ship in the morning, you'll go into a big luggage hall and your cases will be there waiting for you.
Last time I'll be wearing this for a while now, isn't it?
I always have a little carry-on case, and then everything that I've worn the night before I've got off, or any last-minute bits, I can pop in here, which we'll just wheel off ourselves, and then the main luggage will be waiting for us in the luggage hall in the morning.
Another top tip from our cruising princess, it's as if she's done this before.
I have to take control when it comes to packing. I get everything nice and organised in little packing cubes, all in the case nicely, just so when we get home, which is already depressing enough, I don't have to worry about everything being a mess.
I'm not good at packing this law anyway, so mine's just shoved in. She's the packing expert, so I have to follow what she says.
Yeah. Don't know how I'm going to close it, but we'll find out.
Although cruise companies themselves rarely have luggage allowances, it's the baggage limits on the flights to and from the cruise that can catch rookie cruisers out.
Might have to pop this in here, actually. So where are the scales?
Naturally, our pros, Laura and Johnny, have come prepared.
It's always good to have a scale because we do tend to buy a lot on holiday, don't we?
Yeah, it's good to have it. If you're sailing from the UK, the good thing is you can take the kitchen sink if you want. You can take everything. You can take 10 cases if you like. That's the beauty of cruising. One of the best things about cruising is that you're going to all these new places every single day, and if you were doing that on a flying holiday, you would have to pack a suitcase each and every time. Nobody wants to be doing that.
The best bit about cruising, you only have to unpack once.
It's 11 a.m. and on the other side of the ship,
It's our last day in Mykonos.
Anne and her cruise-curious friends Wendy and Pamela have sacked off the packing in favour of an extra soaking in one of the ship's 8 hot tubs.
Are they putting up the flag because we're about to arrive in
Yes,
Greece?
Greece.
Yeah, yep. Oh, I'm not going to keep Mykonos.
With the Greek flag raised in preparation for the ship's arrival into Mykonos,
It's always sad when it comes to the end, isn't it?
the ladies are reflecting on their time in Greece so far.
Well, I have to say, I was glad you gave me that omeprazole, whatever it was last night, because the back of my throat was still burning from drinking some sort of herbal tea. I don't know. Wow, I absolutely loved it.
Day 4, we were in Crete. I'm not being disrespectful to them and their culture by any stretch of the imagination, but for me, I'm sorry, it's way down the list.
Hopefully their second day in Greece will go a little better.
We're really looking forward to seeing Mykonos and see what similarities or differences there are. Now, they're very much into their moussaka.
Alcohol, more alcohol, can't take you to anywhere.
No, moussaka.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
All right, okay then, fair enough, I'll let you off this time.
Oh yeah. Right, do you have the thing?
I do.
With just under half an hour before the ship arrives into port, first-time cruiser Julie and son Rocco are making the most of the ship's amenities.
We weren't due in Mykonos till lunchtime, so we had the whole morning to explore the ship. But we decided that it would be quite good fun to go back to the teen area and have a bit of competitive sport before we arrived in Mykonos.
Neither Julie nor Rocco have visited Mykonos before.
I know it's in Greece and I know it's an island. And that's about it. I know it's got water around about it because it's an island.
Yeah, but we can't see it yet, can we? I think we'll just come to it.
For water-loving Rocco, there's one thing he's dying to try out: Mykonos' famous beaches.
During this cruise, I've not actually been spending a lot of time at the beach. Quite enjoying the summer, going swimming and that. So, yeah, hopefully get to go to the beach today and give it a little visit. I think it'll be quite brightly coloured, like nice blue sea. I think it'll be really nice.
White buildings with the little windmills
and stuff like
I'm
that.
imagining, and clear blue sea.
Today's trip to Mykonos marks the end of a special week for them both.
9-1. Every moment's been like a highlight. I've just learned it's nice just to spend time with Mum and just relax.
It's been much needed, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really glad to see her having a nice time and having the holiday she deserves after she's been through so much.
After a 2-year battle with cancer, this cruise marks a new beginning for first-time cruiser Julie.
No, just lovely waking up in the morning, sitting on my balcony and just looking at all these beautiful places that I never imagined I would ever get to visit. Been lovely. Sorry. Strangely enough, I got quite choked up arriving in ports and leaving them as well. For whatever reason, I did find it really quite emotional. Oh, God. It's just privilege, isn't it? Thinking, I went there with Rocco and I went to this country with Rocco. Brilliant. It's really good, isn't it?
Yes.
To make their final day extra exciting, Julie has planned a special treat for Rocco: a snorkeling trip on one of Mykonos' best beaches.
Really hard not to tell him, but he was totally surprised when he found out what he was going to be doing that day.
Yeah.
I think you might get to see some things under the sea. What do you think it could be?
Snorkeling or scuba diving.
It's one of them.
Oh, that sounds brilliant. Oh, this is going to be an amazing day.
And with the island finally coming into view, their amazing day is about to get started.
There's the white buildings that I thought I would see.
What? Oh, massive island. Oh my, it just keeps going. Mom, Mom.
Oh, where's that?
It just keeps going.
It's the final day of this week's cruise around the Med, and today our holidaymakers are exploring their final destination, the oh-so-glamorous Greek island of Mykonos.
We're in Mykonos.
Oh, favourite place, isn't it?
Our favourite place.
So good to be back.
After anchoring in the bay, cruisers are transported from ship to shore on complimentary water shuttles. Visitors arrive straight into Mykonos Old Port, which has access to the bus station and transfer terminal for those wanting to venture further afield. The Old Port is also just a stone's throw from Mykonos town, so a 10-minute stroll along the coastline is all it takes to get straight into the mix.
You have got to watch the streets because they're very cobbled and I might slip.
Oh, we know from last time, don't we?
Yeah.
This is our experienced cruisers, Laura and Johnny's second trip to Mykonos.
There's always something different we've seen. I said we haven't been to this spot before, have we? It's
Maybe
really nice.
we have, we just forgot. It all looks the same after a while. You're right in the middle of all the action. You can just spend hours, you can really spend all day walking through all the different cobbled streets and going through all the different alleyways. What about these for you?
For me?
We're by the pool later. We wanted to spend this week kind of switching off from all the stresses and strains of wedding planning. We just wanted to forget about it for the week, but we have made the exception in Mykonos. It is our favourite place that we've ever been together, so we thought, why not memorise that trip and memorise our favourite place by getting something blue for our wedding day. You know about the tradition for weddings, don't you? You need to have something new, something old, something borrowed and something blue.
Okay.
Mykonos is the perfect place for us to find something blue. We love Mykonos, and blue is like one of the colours of Mykonos.
Blue's my favourite colour as well.
Your favourite colour as well. So yeah, I think Mykonos is the right place for us to find something blue.
Let's go.
They've headed to the most popular shopping destination in Mykonos, the deceptively named Matiani Street.
Which way do you want to go, Lo? Which way do you think's best for us? You go that way or that way? I go straight. Straight, yeah?
Yeah, we'll go this way.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
Packed full of shops and bars, this street is actually a collection of streets, a warren-like area of near-identical pebble-clad alleys and passages. Filled with designer and independent boutiques, Matiani Street is so popular, many of the shops stay open until almost midnight in the summer months. Beautiful, yes, but also slightly confusing to find your way around. Oh, definitely.
So you know how all the streets are like all the same? They're white cobbled, all the buildings are white. That's because years and years ago, a lot of pirates used to try and come here.
Okay.
So they built everything to look the same, so the pirates would get lost and get confused.
Oh, get confused and disorientated.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's to stop the buildings getting so hot.
Like a maze, then, isn't it?
Yeah. So when you walk around, it feels a bit like a maze. You walk past the same streets a few times. And it was designed to do that, and they've kept up with it because Mykonos is famous for the white streets, the white buildings.
Actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Great idea.
It is a great idea, unless you're on a deadline to get back on a cruise ship. Let's hope they remember their way around from last time.
I just thought it was just for the scenery, the picturesque part, isn't it? But,
There's actually a reason for it.
We'll let you set the pace there, Pamela.
Yep.
It's 1 p.m. and 15 minutes drive away from the Old Port in Panormus Bay. Wendy, Anne and Pamela have arrived for a dance lesson with local Greek dancing teacher Kostas.
Absolutely beautiful up here. What a setting to experience Greek dancing. Really.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
They'll be learning to dance the Hasapiko, a group dance made up of 13 basic steps. The Hasapiko was created in the Middle Ages by the Greek Butchers' Guild. Traditionally danced with knives, the Hasapiko translates rather dramatically as the butcher's dance.
I'll give it a go. Anything to do with music and dance I love.
Yes, I'm definitely in there. I'm up for it.
The Hasapiko is danced all over the Greek islands, but the most difficult variant is found right here in Mykonos. No special dance shoes are required for Greek dancing, but as our Wendy knows, they can make you look extra glam on the dance floor.
This is one of my many pairs of Latin and ballroom dance shoes. Not sure if it's appropriate for Greek dancing, but here goes, we'll give it a whirl. Ready for action.
You're ready for the Greek dancing?
Well, we'll give it a go anyway.
Okay.
That's the expert here in dancing.
It's easy, don't worry. We make the best so you're going to be a Greek dancer after when you leave from here. Okay, so you hold me here. You hold here because you are three. You are one there. You go there straight there because you have. If you do this, you have a better balance. We're straight. Okay. So, hold more right there. Okay. So it's 13 steps. So 1. Okay. You put down 1, 2, back, 3.
You know, when in Rome, do as the Romans. So when in Greece, try some Greek dancing. And I was all up for it.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
My leg actually went from underneath me.
Okay, again, another one. So, it's okay?
I think I'm sorry.
No,
I think I'm going to have to...
You have to do
yeah.
work, you got to sit down, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
With the butcher's dance claiming one victim already...
Again, we go. 1.
This might not be the redemptive day in Greece the ladies were hoping for.
Oh, that's cool breeze then, wasn't it?
Back in Mykonos town...
What's the way to Little Venice now, John?
I think it's that way and we turn left. So if we carry on.
Experienced cruisers Laura and Johnny are exploring the winding cobbled shopping district of Mykonos.
It's beautiful.
Lovely down here as well, isn't it?
It's so easy to get lost here because everything just looks the same.
They're meant to be on the hunt for their something blue for their wedding, but the beautiful maze that is the old town is providing quite the distraction.
Olives in the tree.
Let me see.
Yeah, by here, look. See? Hello?
Oh yeah, they're big ones this time.
I know, they are, they're bigger than the ones we went to on the farm, wasn't it?
Mykonos is our favourite place that we've ever been to together as a couple. So we're going to relax our rule of no wedding planning today, and we are going to use this opportunity to go out and find something blue. We need to find something blue, and I also would be partial to a gelato. Oh my God, look, that's a good picture. There are so many stunning backdrops in Mykonos. You turn every corner and there's beautiful cobble streets, stunning whitewashed buildings, beautiful pink flowers everywhere you go. So as much as the shopping is really tempting, sometimes you do get quite distracted by all those photo opportunities and beautiful things to look at.
3, 2, 1.
Can you see the whole church?
One more, and one more. And one more. There we go. We do have a slightly different approach in terms of taking holiday photos. I like to have 1 or 2, and Laura likes to take about 2,000.
Yeah, I'll have more like 1 or 2,000. You've got to wait to get the perfect one.
Happy with them?
Oh, cute.
Nice, isn't it?
Maybe I won't post them ones, but you know, nice for memories. I feel like in this day and age, if it's not on Instagram, did you even go?
3, 2, 1. And one more.
Maybe we'll take some over here too.
3, 2, 1. I need a drink. I'm more of a photographer than a partner. And 4 years later. 2, 1, go. I'll take a few. One more. And one more.
One more. Out of all the places that we've been, Mykonos is our favourite, so that's why we're taking even more photos than usual today.
1,000 photos later.
Well, Laura's not alone. Mykonos was recently voted one of the most photogenic places in all of Europe, with 500,000 tourists visiting last year in summer alone. Getting the perfect snap is top of many holidaymakers' wish lists.
Okay, let me just do one more, looking up a little bit more, please.
Okay. She's very picky where she wants her photographs, but in the day, as being a man, you've got to just stick to it, haven't you? You've got to get on with it. Until she's happy, I've got to keep taking photographs.
I know, it's hard work taking all these photos.
Oh, tell me about it.
As well as picture-perfect towns, Mykonos has some of the most stunning beaches in the Med. Soft, powdery sands give way to safe, warm turquoise waters, which can reach up to 27 degrees in August, making this coast a hit for all manner of holidaymakers. However, if there's one thing Mykonos beaches are most noted for, it's their sophisticated party atmosphere. Beach clubs and fancy bars now dominate the majority of Mykonos' coast, with DJs, trendy cocktails and Instagram-friendly loungers and cabanas pulling in a vibrant, fashionable crowd. Some of the most exclusive beach clubs charge up to €80 per person per day to use their sun loungers. So always make sure you ask before you bask.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that sea.
It's 1 p.m. and first-time cruiser Julie and son Rocco have arrived at Paradise Beach.
Look at the sand as well.
Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Just a 10-minute drive south of Mykonos town, this lively beach caters to both the adrenaline-seeking water sports enthusiasts and those simply looking to top up their tank.
Love it. Absolutely gorgeous.
The sea just looks crystal clear as well.
Isn't it?
It's going to be really fun.
Absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely breathtaking. Gorgeous place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lovely beach. One of the nicest beach I think I've ever seen.
Julie has surprised Rocco with a snorkeling trip as the last day of the cruise treat.
We're just going to run through quickly where we're going to be, what we might see, stuff like that. Okay, so
I was really excited for Rocco to be having this experience, but also from my perspective, a bit worried as well, because Rocco's never been diving or snorkeling ever in his life.
The clear waters of the Aegean Sea here make this an excellent spot for Rocco's first snorkel, as long as he heeds the warnings of the various hazards.
yeah. Okay, sometimes there's boats there, right? For your safety and to prevent any accidents, I'm not going to take us around the boats. Okay, I can't control what the captains are going to do at any time.
I was a bit anxious when Rocco was having the debrief about the snorkeling.
If you have a problem and water goes in your snorkel, all you have to do is go onto your back, clear out your snorkel back in the mouth, and then on your front again.
I just thought, am I actually doing the right thing, letting him do this?
We're going to see damselfish, some rainbow wrasse, razorfish. This is a blue-spotted grouper. Okay, they eat juveniles.
Juveniles? Good God.
Okay, so sometimes if you see them swimming super fast at the juvenile fish, they're probably having a little bit of lunch. Yeah. All right?
Ah, juvenile fish. Phew.
I was a bit on edge when I found out the variety of fish that was in that part of the sea. I think there was some scorpion fish, razorfish, things along those lines.
If at any point if you turn around, even though we're at the surface, there'll probably be 2 or so following us.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm quite fearless, I would say. You just have to keep your wits about you under the water because something could come at you from any angle. It could attack at any moment.
I mean, it's sort of peaceful. Sometimes they fight, but a lot of the time it's like 3 or 4 species interacting together, which is really, really cool to watch.
It's the last day of this week's Mediterranean cruise.
This one is going to be your wetsuit.
And today our 3 groups are exploring their final destination, the stunning Greek island of Mykonos.
To make sure that it's sealed against your face. Okay?
Julie has surprised son Rocco with his first ever snorkeling experience to make their final day extra special.
Yes, there we go. Yeah.
Take it like that.
Yes. And breathe in. Does it form a seal? Yes, it does. Okay.
Thank you.
As Rocco changes into his snorkeling gear, Mum Julie is having a little sit-down to steady her nerves.
Rocco's got this complete daredevil streak about him. He's absolutely fearless. He is. So, in a way, it's a good thing, but it can be a bit of a worry from Mum's perspective, but he never sees the danger in anything. He just goes for it. Goes for it and then thinks about it later.
Thrill seeker Rocco has been hoping for an adventure like this all cruise.
Can't wait. I mean, I've been snorkeling in swimming pools before, but this is really a step up. Just can't wait to get in the water and can see what I can find.
Rocco's guided snorkeling session along the Paradise Reef costs around €75 and should last between 45 and 60 minutes.
I can't believe he's away in. So lovely for him though. What an amazing experience. He's going to love that. He'll absolutely love it. Growing up to be quite an independent young man. So we've just got to let him do these things now.
With no way to communicate with the snorkel team whilst Rocco is in the water, Julie will just need to wait patiently for his return.
And he's away.
So, one.
Up at Panormus Bay, the Greek dance class has taken a dramatic turn.
Okay, again, another one. So, it's okay?
I think I'm sorry.
No.
I think I'm going to have to...
You have to do the
Yeah.
back and you can sit down, okay?
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Anne had hoped that after a disappointing trip to the Greek island of Crete the day before, their last day in the Greek islands would fare better. But instead, she's had to bow out of their final activity.
Too much partying, slipping off bar stools. No, I think she's in genuine pain, yeah.
I suffer from sciatica. It's a result of a couple of car accidents over the years. And at the minute, I've pins and needles down my left leg. So it's not exactly ideal trying to put weight on my left side when I can't feel it.
We start always from 13.
But it's best foot forward for Wendy and Pamela, who are delighted to make the most of their private lesson.
The guy that was teaching us, I mean, he's just something else. Yeah, he really is.
Oh, talk about a fit man. Like, I know, didn't he say later on he told us what age he was, I think? Around 70. Don't know if he could make Greek dances out of us, but...
He was amazing, very, very welcoming.
We go down, up, up, up. Okay, this is Dilos Figur.
Whilst the basic routine of the Hasapiko contains just the 13 basic steps, more experienced dancers could add on additional formations.
Back, down, up, 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 down.
I let you do that one.
Yes.
The initial dance he showed, I found it okay, but he showed the more complicated ones that we didn't do.
Another is to turn 2 times. You go here, back.
If I was not having these pains, I would be up there with the girls, no problem. I'm quite happy watching though.
And then we turn again.
He was doing a lot of high kicking and whatnot.
1.
I don't know where he got his energy from.
Woo! Thank you, Thomas.
I mean, he was a really excellent dance instructor. He said that we were welcome back anytime, so we must have behaved ourselves.
Right. Mm-hmm.
For the final part of their memorable dance class, instructor Kostas wants to know how close an eye the ladies have been keeping on his teachings.
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think we've seen the ladies concentrate this hard all cruise.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
But maybe they should be concentrating a bit more on where they're dancing.
Don't go too far back, you'll be in that pool.
Again.
I didn't see that.
Again filming.
Imagine if you'd fallen into the pool. How would you have felt if he had jumped in after you to save you?
If he had been about 30 years younger. The Greek dancing, I would definitely recommend to people. It's like anything, give it a go, even just for the first time. The only thing I'd say is do not do it near pool sides.
Of course, you are very good now, you know.
The dance lesson is definitely a hit. But will it be enough to convince the cruise-curious sisters that cruising is the way forward for them?
Thank you so much for
Thank you
your
very much.
time.
Thank you.
We
Thank you.
really enjoyed it today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time in your vacation.
All right.
And all the best.
Nice little area for photos, but I'm not feeling them right now. Shopping is the mission now.
Back in the Mykonos shopping district, Laura and Johnny have finally started their mission to find a souvenir to use as their something blue at their upcoming wedding.
Something blue. What do we like which is blue?
Something small.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking, like, you know, the little Greek eye, maybe like a little Greek eye pendant. Well, not a pendant, but like a little charm or something.
Oh, those Lucky Charms, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How about this one here? Accessories.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
Lovely. These are nice. I like this one here, and I love that sparkly one there. So this one here in the middle has got like the infinity symbol on it, which means forever.
Yeah.
That's quite nice, isn't it, for wedding day?
Yeah, I think it's really nice, really nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, fab, okay.
The blue evil eye, known as the mati, is a popular symbol in Mykonos. Dating back to the classical Greek era, it's believed to ward away any evil from those who wear it.
You happy with that?
Yeah,
okay.
I think we'll get that one. I'd like to get this one, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. We ended up buying a little bracelet, and it's a really pretty little memory that we have of Mykonos. I'm really happy we'll have that on our special day to remind us of our lovely trip and our favourite place. Here she is, our girl.
There's the Regal Princess.
Shopping mission finally accomplished, our pro cruisers have still time left to kick back and relax. And where better to end their day in Mykonos than in full view of their beloved cruise ship.
My first cruise ever was on this ship.
I think that gives it a special connection because it wasn't my first cruise, but going on there and actually seeing how much your face lit up when you walked into that piazza for the first time, how much you enjoyed everything, it really just made it very special. So we just love that ship for that reason.
Yeah.
I think mission accomplished today. Got the photos, got the bracelet.
I think we have more photos today than we did last time we came here.
We've done everything that we wanted to do, haven't we?
We've seen
had a lovely
everything
day.
we wanted to see, and it's been a real perfect day.
It has. We'll take these memories with us when we go back to work next week.
Oh, don't mind.
And we have to go back to work so we can come on more cruises.
Exactly.
Cheers. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to Mykonos. Cheers to us.
Cheers.
Cheers to the Regal. Slash.
Somewhere off the coast of Paradise Beach, Rocco is enjoying his first ever snorkel.
Well, we've always lived by the sea, so I think he was always going to be a bit of a water baby, but I didn't realise quite how much until recently. Now he's got a bit bigger and a lot more confident. He absolutely loves the water, so I knew this was going to be the absolute highlight of his holiday.
Its warm waters and shallow reef, as well as excellent underwater visibility and diverse range of sea life, make Mykonos a fantastic and particularly safe location for novice snorkelers. Licensed dive centres can be found across the island, providing knowledgeable guides and good quality equipment, such as 5mm thick wetsuits to prevent rookie snorkelers from sinking. Snorkeling sessions with a qualified diver are usually available to healthy thrill seekers as young as 8 years old. But that doesn't stop Mum Julie worrying about Rocco's safe return, especially as she has a slight fear of water herself.
He's away out there. Keep looking at where is he? I've gone all Mama Bear. Personally, I don't like water. I'm not keen on swimming pools. Hot tubs are about my absolute limit. Well, it's just a protective instinct. So I'm always looking out for him. And he tells me off for being protective, but you just can't help it. You know? They don't see the danger, but you do.
It's the final day of this week's cruise around the Med, and our 3 groups of cruisers are making the most of the time they have left at their final destination of Mykonos. It's 3 p.m, and whilst newbie cruiser Rocco is enjoying his first ever snorkel session, Mum Julie is anxiously waiting for his return.
I'm always looking out for him. And he tells me off for being protective, but you just can't help it. I think he was actually in the water double the amount of time that we thought he was going to be. He was away for ages.
Are you greeting?
No, I'm not, but I was worried. I'm not greeting.
You look like you're on the verge of tears.
I'm not, but I was worried. I was.
After 45 glorious minutes underwater, Rocco finally and safely re-emerges.
How was it? Good. Did you enjoy it?
Oh,
Just the best.
Oh, there was so many fish, seen an octopus as well.
Really?
I thought I seen a stingray, but then I realised it was just a stone. But I looked and I panicked for a second. It was a brilliant experience. I don't think I'll forget it for as long as I live.
He is a fish in the water. He is excellent.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. I had just as much fun as you did.
I'm happy that he's had a lovely time. I knew he would, but I'm glad he's back. I was counting down the minutes till he was getting back out the water. But I'm really glad that he got the opportunity to do that. I think that's also one of these once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Oh, I can tell he's had an absolute ball this afternoon. I knew he would love it, I did.
I'd definitely recommend going snorkeling or scuba diving or something like that, as it was just brilliant. And the amount of fish you see down there compared to what you'd see back at home in the UK, it's just unbelievable. It was a brilliant way to end off what's been a perfect week.
With a few hours left of their Mykonos shore day, there's just enough time to refuel before heading back to the ship.
Got gyros. Rocco's got a chicken one, I've got a veggie one with halloumi. So they look really tasty.
Having stuck to his favourite foods for most of the cruise, this is the last chance for Rocco to try and find some local cuisine that he actually enjoys.
It doesn't really taste like chicken or bread, but it doesn't taste bad.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Much better than I expected this to
Yeah,
taste.
I've had some back home, but they're not like the authentic thing. This is the real deal, definitely. Lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
You really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Oh, wolfed it in.
The Mykonos kebab shop has done it. All hail the heroes.
Found a new food for you, haven't we? Definitely.
If I ever come back here, this is all I'll eat.
We've got to come back then. A cruise is definitely a brilliant holiday for families. It's a lovely way to spend quality time together, go and explore.
For teenagers like myself, I was actually quite surprised with the amount there was for me to do whilst I was on board. I would do it all again if I could.
I just hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, thank you for being a perfect little travelling companion, Rocco.
It's no bother, Mum.
As a first-time cruiser, this was an absolutely perfect day, and sat there on the steps with Rocco was just the perfect way to end a perfect week. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been brilliant, so thank you.
Thank you, Mum.
One of my favourites is doing the selfie, so like I'm back to front.
No, my phone is full.
This way, and then I actually turn my head the other way.
Anne, Wendy and Pamela have made it back to the cruise ship. And as it's the final night, they're looking for the perfect photo to take home.
Just having the three of us together, you know, is lovely. And then it's the photographs will remind us where we've been, what we've been up to that day.
Come up a wee shade. Right, don't go any further. I thought I was bad until I met Wendy.
Smile.
Her phone has actually reached capacity and can't take any more photographs.
For sisters Wendy and Pamela, a cruise was a total departure from their normal, simple package holidays. After a week on the seas, have the ladies now found a new way to holiday?
The whole experience of the cruise was just out of this world. I would do another cruise.
I think because of my disability going off the ship, you really do need to plan. But remember, it's not a necessity to actually go off the cruise ship. We all like different experiences, and definitely on a cruise liner, you're certainly going to get that.
Check out the legs there, babe. Many did you say?
For our cruise curious, now cruise converted sisters, this cruise was more than just a new way to holiday. It also gave them the chance to live out their mum's wishes of seeing the world.
I think Mum and Dad was both with us on our journey. She told us to go and enjoy herself whenever she had passed away. And I think absolutely the unique experience has been wonderful.
One last selfie. I'm the one with the long arm. Yeah. I'm the one that does the selfies. You have a halo around your head, Wendy?
Yeah. So have.
After a fabulous week at sea, this holiday has successfully converted a fresh batch of holidaymakers to the cruising lifestyle.
One last drink now for the holiday. Our favourite.
Thank you very much. Our favourite. It's our drink of the holiday, isn't it?
And as the sun has set on cruise number 25 for our experienced cruiser Laura and fiancé Johnny.
Oh, I think we're sailing as well.
Has this busy week persuaded them to keep trying new things on their future cruises?
I've really enjoyed stepping out my comfort zone. I mean, going to a mozzarella farm, I love cheese, so again, that was a great experience myself. Going to an olive grove, seeing the countryside, which I'll never really get to see. I enjoy trying new things.
This week has been really different for us. We've had a really action-packed itinerary full of things that we wouldn't normally try. We did dance classes and volleyball. They're not things that we've ever done on a cruise before, but it has been a fantastic week and we've really enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah. Now we can go home and plan our amazing wedding.
Aww. When do you think we'll be back on here?
Hopefully pretty soon.
Our families have already visited some fantastic Mediterranean destinations on this cruise and enjoyed one truly memorable day at sea. But what did they think of the cruise's grand finale of Mykonos?
I think that day was really the highlight of the whole trip. Seeing all the different types of fish and the whole experience was just out of this world.
So day 5.
We're going to give it 5
suns.
For me personally, that day from start to finish, you know, was perfect.
What about you then, Pam?
Yeah, it was.
Out of 5. 1, 2, 3,
Well,
4, 5.
I personally would go 5.
5.
5.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mykonos was the best day of our holiday. It's the place we were looking forward to going the most and the place that we want to go back to the most. We absolutely loved that day. So we are going to rate Mykonos 5 suns.
Fair week of exciting activities.
Oh my gosh, look at the view.
Dazzling formal nights.
Amazing, isn't it?
So glamorous.
And mystery horns.
That's going on.
May be over, but all 3 groups have certainly come away with a boatload of memories and top tips galore.
I think the most important thing you take with you, a pair of sliders and a pair of sunglasses, and I think it'll be sorted after that.
And something nice for the more formal evenings.
That's quite important because usually when you pack for holiday, you're just bringing shorts, t-shirts and stuff like that.
So ladies, definitely a sparkly dress.
My number 1 top tip as an experienced cruiser is if you've already done a cruise, just keep on cruising. You know how amazing it is.
Do your research as to what ship suits you best and your personality.
Ooh, and one more thing, cruise ships can be really windy where you're at sea and where the top deck is quite high up. So have a look out for those towel pegs because they are a game changer. And I promise you, you will be converted.
It's just do it, book it, go and enjoy it, make the most of it. Make the most of the opportunity and you'll never regret it.